Hello my crafty friends, it's Liz here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would show you some really quick and easy ideas on getting yourself organized. I know that in the new year that's one thing that we usually say we want to do, so I thought I would show you some tips and tricks on what I like to do. And Happy New Year to all of you. So to get started, I'm going to show you different ways to repurpose some items, and hopefully this will give you some ideas yourself on what you can, kind of gather and use. So I like to reuse old photo albums. I use these because I don't have a large amount of items, and so I think it just makes it so much easier to keep myself organized this way. So I like to use them for one as well for this purpose, and that is keeping my cling stamps organized. As you can see here, because I don't have too many, I think I've got 2 of these little books going right now. And I kind of know what I have in each one of them. So it's so easy to keep my cling stamps in there. I can see them really easily, and they don't take a lot of, space on my bookshelf. If you have a larger collection, of course, you can use those, plastic containers that a lot of ladies like to use because they've got such large stamp collections. But I don't have a large one right now, so I like to use these for that purpose. Now, this could also make a great travel one as well if you wanted to take some of your stamps with you. Another way I like to use these repurposed photo albums is to keep my die cuts. Now, I like to actually keep the die cuts themselves, so what they look like when you put it through your machine, because sometimes I find that if you don't do that, you might have like a different way that it comes out and you're not sure. I also like to use my negatives and keep them in here as well. And I mark if they have a stamp set that comes with them, because some of them do. And again, I don't really have a theme or anything for these ones. It's just kind of randomly put in there. But I think as my stash grows, maybe I will kind of make a little theme for them. But right now I can keep everything in like one little booklet, at least for these ones, because it's not that huge. And then I also like to keep my embossing folders. I've started this one. I haven't finished it because I have quite a few more to add. But I like to also keep what those look like so that I have an idea of how they come out. And, when I want to use them, I've got it all in one spot as well. So that's another way to repurpose these. You can find these in dollar stores. You can find them at thrift stores. They're just super easy to come by, or shop your house. Now, you can also make your own. I just made mine with a little ring binders here, and this one is themed because I find I use these a lot more than anything else. So you can see that I've got my botanical themed in this little booklet, and I can add more pages as I want to, because I'm thinking it's going to get a little bit bigger once I add a few more. But these are ready for me to grab and use, so it's more like a convenience to have some pre-cut. I'll go through different colors. I've used a lot of my greens, so you don't see a lot of green in it, but that's what I like to do with these ones, is just have them ready to go. I can add the bigger rings to them as well and make the album a little bit bigger. The other tip I have is reusing binders. Now, I just happened to find this gorgeous one at a thrift store a while back, and so I reused it for like an ephemera holder. I did show you a video of this before. I think I showed you how to make some of the pages, but I'm not sure. I'll check, and if I have, I'll link that video below. But this one is easy because you can add as many pages as you want. Of course, I can tuck some pieces here. I made these little ephemera holders on these pages with some clear paper, and it's so easy to grab some labels. I like to stamp some things. If I've pulled out a stamp, I like to stamp a lot of them at the same time. Here I just have a few of my stamps left, some tags. Of course, I'm adding and taking things away as I go with this one as well. I've used a lot of pieces from it as well, so some of them are almost empty, like my little butterflies. And then, of course, you can add your own pockets. I like to add paper bags as well, because you can add a lot of things into those paper bags. So this is just a pocket that I made. I also kind of like to decorate with some ideas on how I would, decorate a page. So I think it kind of serves 2 purposes, and I just really refer to this one as well a lot. So if you've got large binders that you've got laying around, you can, certainly use this process as well. So I'll give you a few more tips before we finish. This is a scrapbook that, oh my gosh, I just had in my stash. I'm thinking that this would make a great use also of putting things in it, like the maybe stamped out pieces or more of my die cuts as well. I could also take this apart completely and just reuse it in a completely different way. But I thought if you have some of these in your, craft area, you can repurpose these as well and make something similar to what I've shown you before. So the purpose of this is just to try and get you to use what you have and not have to go out and shop for new products, etc. To get yourself organized. Another tip I have is this was an old agenda cover. And what I did is I gutted the agenda. I like that it's a nice hard cover. I've got the closure already with it. And what I did is when I gutted it, I made sure and I lined the inside, the spine and everything, so it kind of coordinated. And then what I'll do here is I'll probably add some pages for more ephemera holders, or just different ways that I can organize myself with this type of cover. So use old book covers or things that you have. Make your own cover with cereal boxes. So this one's just another tip. If you've got an old agenda around, you can do that. Now, of course, this is my travel version. I do have a tutorial showing you how I make different ways of making these little clutches. But I like these because, if you are going to be going somewhere, you can organize it this way. Just put your little pieces in there and they go with you. Or you can have several of these ones with different themes. So again, you can have botanicals, you could have hearts, you could have shapes, etc. I've made another version using as well old book pages for the inside. So again, I do have those tutorials, which I will link below, and I find they're just super easy and fun to have around and add lots of things to them. I've since made another kind of version using a different supply with this one, and again, it's repurposing things that you may already have around. So I have the tutorial for this one using an old tissue box. So I hope these ideas have given you some sort of inspiration to get yourself organized, especially if you've got a lot of little supplies around that you want to kind of corral and keep together. Questions, let me know if you like these ideas, what were your favorite ideas, and also if you've got any ideas to share, leave them in the comment below. And let me know as well what other things you would like to see tips and tricks on organizing. I've got some coming up, but I'd like to get your suggestions as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I plan on doing this series from now on, just kind of giving you tips and tricks on, organizing your craft space. And then maybe I'll be able to have a nice little playlist that you can refer to for ideas and inspirations. I hope you enjoyed the share. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up. That really helps my channel, as well as your comments and sharing my video. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.